This is my thing. Okay. So I'm Nilofer Merchant. You can stand next to me. It's okay. Don't keep backing away, man. So I'm interrupting your beer for hopefully a moment of inspiration, hopefully a moment of sharing. So I got asked by Tatiana to come and be a part of this event. And for those of you that don't know, I just recently wrote a book about collaborative work. And it's on the table for anybody who's interested. And it's about how to do business strategy and innovation better through the power of collaboration. And rather than talking about work, which we've probably all done enough of today, I thought I might share a story about collaboration and its role in our life and maybe just how we might be able to take it forward. So how many people believe in collaboration? Woohoo! And then how many people do it every day? Yeah. Sometimes we don't though, right? Sometimes we think that our role is to be big unto ourselves, big unto and powerful unto ourselves, and not necessarily recognizing how that plays off each other and how collaboration can actually make us more powerful than if we try to do it all ourselves. And in the interest of good research, I started studying a model of who does collaboration really well and that is also powerful. And I came upon the story of Batman. And Batman seems to be the ultimate collaborator in a couple different ways. One is I think he understood that he needed to believe in something really big. But in order for him to accomplish his true vision, it wasn't really just about him believing, but about many people enrolling with him and following up with that vision. So he wasn't the only Cape Crusader. He managed to involve other people. And sometimes we think about ourselves as needing to be the superhero in the role, the guy who wears the cape, or in our case, the gal who wears the cape and the bracelets and the good boots. But also, or in this case, shoes, pointy shoes. But Batman understood the role of collaboration as being more powerful. So it was Alfred who bought all the tools that made Batman powerful. And so as we go into our businesses and our work, maybe thinking about what role can we play to be the Alfred and not just the Batman hero thing. And of course, Batman collaborated with the police in figuring out what crimes needed to be solved. And then he had this really important role also as part of his world, which was the sidekick, the important sidekick, Robin. I have Glenn as my sidekick. And I'm his sidekick, right? We figure out how to pick each other up when we fall, which is a really incredible role. I think we also forget that as superheroes we do fall, and we fail, and it hurts, and we need people to come help us get back up and go back on our mission to believe what it is we need to go do. And so Cape Crusader kind of roles are really powerful because it means we're bigger. We can accomplish our vision through more than just our own individual efforts, but how we figure out how to work together. So I want to encourage all of you to kind of figure out what role you want to play tomorrow. And if it's just the role of the superhero in the cape, or if you want to play Alfred, which enables many people to fly their cape, maybe be the Robin to someone else, maybe be the commissioner and setting the vision also, and figuring out how you become part of something much bigger because of the work that you do. So maybe find somebody here tonight that you can become part of a superhero team with. Huh?
Yes.
So Sure. And does anybody have any questions about the book? Because I know Tatiana wanted me just to talk about the book for a minute too.
What's it about? Tell us about the book.
I would be happy to tell you. Actually, Terry, can I volunteer in my collaboration model that I'm just trying to embody here? Can you come up here? This is Terry Griffiths. Terry Griffiths is a professor at Santa Clara University. And she's an amazing professor, specialist in OD, and she has an opinion about the book because she read it very early. So can you share your opinion?
I can. I read the book very early. I wrote a review on the book very early. And to me, what the book does is talk about how we can all participate. So if we're on the lower levels of the organization, what strategies can we use to become more participative, to actually play a role, to say, hey, I'm willing to be that superhero supporter, let me help. But also for the top of the organization, if we're leading the company, then how do we make sure that we're paying enough attention to hear all of the valuable content that's actually already existing in the organization? And what I see a lot, and the book helps me talk about to other organizations, is that the people on the bottom are working really, really hard, and they really have great ideas. So how do you take and gain advantage from that? But they don't have good mechanisms for talking to the people at the top who also have great ideas, but maybe somehow are blocked, there's a foggy piece of glass between them and the folks on the bottom. How do they deal with what Nilofer calls the air sandwich, right? How, if you assume that everybody's trying to do a good job and trying to do great things for the organization, how do you actually make that happen, take full value out of the company? And that's what the book does for me, and that's what the students seem to take away from the stories of the book.
There you go. I love it. I think she did a better job than I did. Anybody else who's read the book that wants to talk about the book? It's okay.
The drawings are awesome. So even if you don't feel like reading, it's sort of like the New Yorker. The first thing that you do is you go through all the cartoons. You can still get the whole story right there in a smiling.
There you go. And so, the whole thing is McKinsey and a lot of really great management consultants have separated strategy from execution. And I just think that's hooey in this day and age. And we've got to formulate our strategies much more with everyone who's actually going to do the work so that we create stuff that actually works. And so it's just a way of companies to act faster, more nimble. And it's very, I think nobody's disagreeing with anything I'm saying, right, in terms of our need to do it. I've actually written a book out that is about process-wise how to actually do it so that we can actually change how we work. So it's there on the table, and if for whatever reason you can't afford $20, just grab a copy because I'm really interested in getting it out in the world. How's that? All right? And write a review, please write a review. All right, thanks everyone.